What is going on, guys? Ryan the Professional back here again with another video. So, all right, you already know the drill. Tomorrow, RGD podcast. So all the news that I did not get a chance to touch on, we'll definitely be talking on with the fellas. It's definitely going to be a good time as always. I cannot wait. Looking forward to that indeed. Episode 31. To all the newer faces, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Welcome to the channel. It's definitely going to be a good time. And you know what's funny about tomorrow as well? Halloween launches tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to that movie. It looks really, really good. So hopefully I enjoyed that. I'm definitely going to see that after the show is aired and everything of that nature. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video and why we're here. So this video is going to be aimed towards the speculation, so to speak, right, regarding the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox. One of the big things people are going around with right now is that they believe that the PS5 is going to launch in 2019 and that the Xbox Scarlet will launch in 2020. Now, right off the bat, I already see problems with that right off the bat, especially when we count in the fact that XO18 is around the corner as well. And I don't really think they would actually do that, but they will wait that long. No, especially Sony. Now, Sony is a little bit of a tricky situation right now. You see, Sony's in a predicament where they can literally launch it whenever the hell they want to launch it at this point. They pretty much destroyed the market. They have 70% market, dominance in the UK. You know what I'm saying? They're doing ridiculous when it comes to the sales of the PlayStation 4. And, you know, with Sean Layden even saying back, almost a while back, he stated that he believes Spider-Man was going to push the PS4 to 100 million units. I do believe they're up there. You know what I'm saying? They're definitely up there. They're getting close. So it's a little interesting to see how, this console would launch. 2019, it's crazy. 2013 just feels like it was yesterday, but 2019, being a release for the PlayStation 5, I've touched upon it. I've done a video on it. I said, there are 3 potential games that could launch or could be launch titles for the PlayStation 5. There was Ghost of Tsushima. There was Last of Us Part 2. There was, Death Stranding. And hell, there's even Days Gone also that comes out in February. But many have speculated, and I actually do believe that too, is that Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding probably would be 2020 release dates as opposed to being 2019 release dates. The reason why I would believe those games would come out at those times is because, I don't know, it doesn't feel like they're ready. As good as Ghost of Tsushima looks, I don't think it's ready right now. It does look like it's ready though, but I don't know. It's hard to believe that it's done as of right now. Death Stranding, we're pretty much at the mercy of Hideo Kojima. That's pretty much, we are at the mercy of him. So whatever he decides to launch it, it's up to him at this point, but the game does still look good as we speak. Now, as far as Sony launching in 2019 and Microsoft coming out in 2020, and for those of you that are wondering why they say 2020, the reason why people are saying 2020 for Microsoft is because of the whole streaming service xCloud. They believe that Microsoft would wait, take a hit with the just take a small little year hit for a second and launch with the xCloud to bring them up, so to speak, where it'll be everywhere, and they'll launch it alongside with that. Plus they're banking on stronger hardware as well. Again, I don't believe it. It just sounds a little too extreme for Microsoft, and Microsoft at this point cannot afford to come out at that late of a date. And here's why. Sony, we saw what happened. We saw what happened with the PS3 and the 360. The 360 was out for a year head start over the PS3, and the 360 completely dominated the market. Within its year release, the 360 not only had been established by many, games, but it also had a fan base out there that was already loyal and saw what the console can provide. The PlayStation 3 launched at $600, new. It didn't have really any launch games that really blew anybody away, aside from one, which was Resistance Fall of Man, and which ironically I had. Yes, I did buy the PS3 day one. I know, I'm a goon. But the Resistance Fall of Man was the main game that came out there. And Resistance Fall of Man did, open eyes to the possibilities of the PlayStation 4. But sadly, the PS3, but sadly, the PlayStation 3, pretty much lacked in a few categories. There was a lot of things that worked in Microsoft's favor when it came to the PS3, such as terrible development and, of course, the cell architecture. Really, I can just say that cell architecture because that was the problem by default for the PlayStation 3. Development for the PlayStation 3 in terms of games was a hassle, and Sony definitely shot themselves in the foot with that console. When it came to, their first party, they kind of put themselves in a Nintendo type of position, right? Nintendo made their, has always made their hardware pretty much directed towards their own first party. Sony kind of went that route, and as you guys clearly saw, their games, shine better when it was on their first party side. But as far as the third party side, devs couldn't really get the full power out of the PlayStation 3. And some did manage to get more power out of the PS3, but in terms of the performance category, the 360 outshined it regardless because the 360 was just more simpler to work with. So there you guys go. And that led to 2013, and we got the PS4, and the PS4 went with x86, which is PC architecture, and we had the PlayStation 4 pretty much dominating the market, pretty much, righting the wrongs of the PlayStation 3 they did with the PS4. Now, as far as the PS5, again, there's a lot of stuff we can look forward to. For example, backwards compatibility. Backwards compatibility is going to be there regardless. And if it's not there, there's going to be riots in the street. But I do believe backwards compatibility will be there by default. And the reason why is because x86 architecture, it ain't going to be hard. It won't even be not even that much of a big deal to them at all to put it in there. It's that simple with the architecture alone. As far as PS3, yeah, that's a different story because PS3 uses a completely complicated architecture, which is cell. But yeah, this whole release date thing, no. I know it's up there. I know a lot of people were throwing it out there, but I wanted to touch on it. Do I believe Sony would do so in 2019? Again, we're at the mercy of Sony right now in terms of when they want to release this. Sony has pretty much got us in their pocket. They have delivered game after game after game. They have you satisfied, and they have you wanting for more. So really, just wait for the signal at this point. I do believe E3 is going to be the deciding factor for both of them. And of course, we have XO18 from Microsoft's point of view. Now, you guys remember the news that I covered about that. For XO18, there was a rumor that the new Xbox was supposedly going to be shown at the XO18 event. But then I kind of went back on that as well, especially on the RDX. I kind of went back on that. And I do believe that, and I actually do kind of I had to simmer it down because I do believe that it won't necessarily be there. What I do believe is going to be there is just their streaming service. I think they're just going to put a big emphasis on the xCloud at the XO18 event. But, yeah, that's where I kind of stand on this whole console thing. I am happy for it. I'm looking forward to them. But as far as speculation is concerned and when they release, I'll wait till they get here. I think that's safe to say for everybody. I think we just should wait till they get here. When they get here, we'll be, good to go. But until then, that's pretty much it. It's a good time to be a gamer, as always. It's a good time to be a gamer. A lot of games on their way, Microsoft, they got Halo Infinite, they got Gears of War 5. Sony's got the 3 games that I mentioned there in terms of, what's left. And of course, Nintendo also has games as well. So it's going to be a good time just to, play that wait and see type of approach. But as of right now, I would just say enjoy what's left of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One X and Pro. Just enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? Because we are getting ready for that next-gen leap, and it's going to be a pretty good leap. And don't worry, we're definitely going to go into more detail about that tomorrow, especially after what I just read recently today. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But anyway, guys, without further ado, man, if you guys liked the video, definitely hit that like button. I do appreciate it. For those that are new, definitely hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys back here for all gaming news, etc., etc. Thank you guys again for checking out the video. You guys have a good night, and I will see you guys later for the RGD podcast at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Y'all take care. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. I'm out of here. Deuces.